All right, this is part three today of July 16th, 2010. We're back in no zone. Like I said, if that, we took that first NSC at a no zone, that's a high probability trade. When it doesn't win, which it doesn't always win, you'll see a lot of times that second trade making the move. So we showed you that live today. We lost 7 ticks, we recovered 7 ticks. Had we stayed in the game a little bit longer, maybe running a trailing stop, things like that, we could have actually made our point profit and stayed in this trade, made the full recovery and profit and some. But again, hindsight's 2020. We don't know what the market's going to do. So I was happy with the full recovery. We were trying to make a pullback trade. I was talking and I didn't move the entry down and it touched and I may have been filled had I had a downer on time and would have made my profit again. So I consider this a winning day because, we can see clearly the tick trader system doing just fine. But I'm going to still try to catch one more trade. Unfortunately, I'm really pressed for time. I've got a personal appointment today and going to have to be out of here within the next 20-25 minutes. So should be plenty of time to catch a trade though. So we're going to just kind of keep on rolling and wait for our next trade setup. If this market continues down, we're going to probably catch a pullback. If this market moves up, we're not going to take an NSE because we're in no zone. So not much we can do at this point. So I'm going to go on ahead and pause the video and we'll come back to this futures trading video when the market shows us a trade. All right, we're back. Just want to point a couple things out here with no zone. We were in no zone, so we avoided an NSE. This little gray dot's just a reference point to calculate some math on Pro Indicator version 2. That would have been a losing trade. That's why we avoid the normal system entries during no zone. That would have been a loser. We do have a short NSE that would have been there if we weren't in no zone. That would have obviously been a winner. The rules don't always keep us from winning from losing trades. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. In fact, I did a video just the other day. We had 4, 5, 6 losers straight in a row. So pretty much paints a picture of why you follow the rules. If you think, because like I said last week, any NSE can make money. Any trade at any time may make a profit. But if you start making your own rules and say, well, I'm just going to take the NSEs because sometimes they work even in no zone, you're going to get yourself into one of those positions one day where it's going to go up, down, up, down, up, down, and you're really going to get beat up. Okay, so we're right back in the same boat as we were at the beginning in video one, where we're at a no zone. Yeah, market's obviously moving down. We broke through 1080. We're down here towards 1078 area. I could take a pullback trade. It would be a valid trade. The long-term filter's been short since the open. It's still short. But I would rather wait for the NSE coming out of no zone. Now, we took a 7-tick loss. We took a 7-tick winner, which we could have had more out of. We had a pullback trade that we probably missed because of my talking, which would have gotten us into money. So what I'm going to do now is, because I really am pressed for time, I'm just going to try to take 5 ticks off the NSE out of no zone. That will cover the commissions, make my profit for the day, and hopefully still be done by 10 o'clock or 5 after 10, whatever it may be. So we're going to let the market do its thing, and when it turns back around and we get the normal system entry, we'll come back, try to grab it, try to catch 5 ticks, and another day watching the tick trader course work. So we'll be back in a bit. Okay, we're back. We had a report hit the wires and it was negative. I'm going to try to go on ahead and take a pullback trade here at 77.70, 77.50. We're back in the no zone, so we're not going to take that NSC out of no zone. We'll see if we can catch a pullback trade. 77 and a quarter. I need to move it properly this time. Now it could still cancel. If it does, then well, it is what it is. But okay, we're in the pullback trade. And let's see if we can get some movement to the downside. I'm still going for 5 ticks, pushing the extra tick. I normally go for 4 ticks. We got a lot of good action going on here. Let me see if I can grab the full 5 ticks off it. There's the 4 ticks we needed, right? It was there again for us, but I stretched it trying to get the 5 ticks. My stop loss is already at even, so we could potentially get stopped out of this trade. And again, I still consider this a winning trade because a pullback is a 4-tick trade. I'm trying to grab the 5 ticks, and it's hitting 76. Well, there we go. So we got the 5 ticks. So, well, we're going to wrap it up. I do have a pretty big day, but today is July 16th, 2010. You saw me take a losing trade, a recovery trade. I missed a good trade, then we caught a good trade, made our money, and it's still just about 10 o'clock in the morning Eastern time. That's how we trade, guys. It's all about discipline, following the rules all of the time. If you can do that, you can make money day trading for a living. So thank you for watching the videos and enjoy your weekend.